Hello and welcome. I don't usually film on this day, at this time of day, or any of this, but this felt really potent. And that is, I have decided that I am no longer going to spend all of my energy scanning for what's wrong. Do you relate to that? I've realized I've always known this. I'm amazing. It has been a real blessing in my life, actually. I am so good at scanning for danger. I built a whole career about being able to scan for danger, plan ahead, and mitigate. I've created a whole life where I am comfortable with my own ability to scan for danger because that is what I have always felt is what was going to keep me safe. I'm so good at it. It has been such a blessing. It has been such a superpower. But now, as a grown up, as a woman over 50, I think I've decided that I'm good at that and I don't need to practice it anymore. I think I've decided that I've got it, that is a level that I am equipped to survive to live at and thrive at, and I don't need to monitor it anymore. I don't need it to be my modus operandi. Am awesome at scanning for danger, does not need to be the magic that I'm living for. Because that just blocks magic. Because if you're constantly scanning for danger, you miss the wonder, you miss the miracles, you miss the moments, the invitations. Because I don't just, because you just scan for danger. You don't scan for wonder. We're missing half of the story. We're missing half of the story. And when you do that, when you live like this, when I have discovered that living like this, I spend a great deal of my life braced. Do you feel like you are braced in your body, braced in your energy, braced in your actions against something? It's like the door to your life is open about this much and you're wedged up against it, letting it in, but not really, not really, because you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, or you're waiting for something bad to happen because something good has happened, or you wish for something and maybe you get it and you get a taste of freedom and miracles, and then you think there's a price to this, and you brace. You let fear be your constant companion, not wonder, not creation, not power, not magic, not my own self, just fear. And I have been living like that for my whole life. It doesn't look like it, and I have used it, I have utilized it to be very brave in the face of a lot of anxiety and stress. I have a lot of anxiety in my life, and yet I have created a life of freedom and magic. That's just a testament to my ability to scan for danger and to mitigate against it ahead of time. But when you live like this, when being the one with the map and the coordinates and the gum and the snacks and the band-aids, when you live like that, I have started to get stuck there. Because if I let go, if I let go, who is going to keep everyone safe? If I let go, who's going to keep me safe? Or recently, I've discovered this one. If I let go, who is going to keep everyone safe from me? Do any of those resonate with you? Do any of those feel true in your body? If you let go, what happens? What happens? What's the worst case scenario if you let go? And do you want to keep bracing against your life? Because I don't. Not anymore. I don't have enough energy to spare anymore. I don't have enough years left in my life to spare a single one anymore. And so I am no longer, hear me, universe, I am no longer available to use all of my energy to scan for danger, to brace against another shoe dropping. What weird magic is that phrase? To brace against the unknown, against my own power, to brace against me, to save everyone from me, or to save everyone from themselves. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not focusing on what could go wrong. I'm not focusing on what might work or not work. I'm not focusing on what could fall apart. I've got that covered in spades. I can do that. I do that in my sleep. I can do that getting up and getting breakfast ready. I have got that down in spades with gum. But what I haven't practiced fully, what I haven't leaned into fully, and what I'm now committing and only becoming available to as my new teacher is no longer bracing against my own potential, against what could happen in the best possible way instead of the worst. I'm no longer available to use all of my, so much, not all, but so much of my energy to brace against my life. I want to get really, really good at living my life and embracing the magic, at showing up in full power unapologetically, and knowing I've got this because I know I've got this. I've practiced that for years. Now it's time to practice what else I've got. Full magic. I'm inviting in full power. I'm ready. Are you? Are you? Maybe just let it in a little and see what happens. Or let it in a lot with me and see what happens. Let's change the world. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is.